Hi all, welcome to the Marquee Matchups for the 20th of April. 4 routes as usual, and we have a Team of the Week pack yet again, but all 4 routes are super expensive, so keep this in mind if you want to build these routes. So if you can smash the links, be awesome, sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GZLegend, all the links are down below for playlist on the channel and social media links as always. So let's jump into the 4 routes for this week and show you how to put them together and roughly what we can get our packs. So Benfica, Sporting, PSV, Ajax, Aston Villa, Birmingham, Real Madrid, Barcelona, all 4 nailed as expected. Didn't know what specifically we could have got because obviously Barcelona has featured quite prominently lately, but Benfica, Sporting, nice and easy. I've thrown in a Ukraine route which kind of eases the cost, as it were. I've went with Shakhtar Donetsk on the right hand side and then went with Liga NOS on the left hand side. Adrian Silva is just a spare. I've got a spare one of him in the club and it's untradeable, so this one is a pack pooled anyway. So if you want to build this route, you could maybe get away with it. Swap the right mid if you have Marlos and you'd be sorted. 2 Sporting players, 1 Benfica, not the best way to go, but still a 15k pack for your trouble. I'm quite happy that that is out the road. PSV Ajax is quite expensive, mainly because the PSV and Ajax players are going to go through the roof, but a premium Electrum players pack. If you want to build this route, you can get away with it without Chem, and 3 bronzes and 1 silver. If you've got Gordado, Ziyech, Veltman and Moreno in this case, you're kind of sorted. I've made practically a fatal error where I've got so many PSV and Ajax players. I've got 3 PSV, 2 Ajax, and I can't really do much else about it, mainly because I would start giving up silvers that are a bit more valuable, but I can easily get these golds back, but smash the fees and the bronzes don't go for anything, so that is a way I would say around it. Villa Birmingham, nice and easy, you can get away with League 1 to kind of keep your costs down. I threw 2 EPL strikers that are not really needed big time. Well, I can get Andre Gray back, no problem, because I've got a spare one of him in the club, and Danny Ings, same applies to him. I've went with Legs, I need this, a fine expensive name, and Baker, I've got a spare one of him on the transfer list. It was pack pooled the other day, so pretty much sorted with fees and premium silver players pack. So this is quite a cheap route this week. That is your cheap one, and then the most expensive, and this is the route we were not hoping for if you were a Marquee Matchup person, is the El Clasico. El Clasico is absolutely a fortune. For me, I have given up Keylor Navas, Lucas Vazquez of Real Madrid, and then giving up Vidal and Gomez for Barcelona. I only have like 2 Real Madrid players. I've got so many Barca players, it's beyond a joke. But everyone's pack pooled for the club. This just kind of shows you how flexible the team is, and I'm giving up a fair whack. Like Navas, I know he's 85 rate and you could go and get Casilla, but I'm not exactly a big deal. I can get these guys back when I need them. It's not an end of the world scenario, but Team of the Week pack is what it's here for, so smashed with fees in the end for another 15k pack. That is the Marquee Matchups complete for this week. So hopefully from these 5 packs we can get something worthwhile. Obviously with the Team of the Week pack there is like a couple of players that we don't really want, namely the 81s, but we'll take whatever we can get. End of the day, the League SBCs are going to be the main focus for now, and obviously preparing for Team of the Season. So hopefully we get something worthwhile from 215ks, but premium silver players pack first. Interesting, Mexican Salcido playing for Fiorentina. I did not know he played for them, so that's kind of useful. We've got Palermo, MLS, Russian League, Turkey's, quite a few others useful. The biggest slip up we've made is that we haven't sorted out the transfer list yet. I just kind of totally forgot to even tidy that up. So 3 of these guys will put in the club on the transfer list, sorry. The other 2 will quick sell, and then we will tidy up the transfer list quite briefly just after this, now that I've realised this slip up, and hopefully see what we get from the remaining 4 packs, but time will tell, of course. So premium Electrum players pack will tackle next, because I think that's like 20k's worth. And we get Biabiani. I was thinking French, where we're going from there, and Biabiani probably didn't go for a great deal, but more useful players for League SBCs like Turkey, Spain, I see Belgium as well, and then we've got a few spares. Quickly just check what Biabiani goes for. Maybe goes for a little bit. but I'm not overly fussed. Having a spare one of them doesn't go amiss in case anyone want to crop up between now and end of the year for SBC. 2 15Ks next, 2 rares a spot there, and it's a Russian rare that we don't have in the club anymore. We've recently given up Yanbev, and it's kind of handy because Lokomotiv Moscow is just a useful team to kind of cover your back with, and Susayeta, Squillaci and Martinez, so that's 4 more League SBC based players, and then Kolbak and Sorensen. Kolbak might go for a little bit because he's English and because of the championship aspect for the SBC, but time will tell. I'm not really worried now. But second 15k pack to tackle, and then the big one, 2 flares again, but we get Gonalons, who's a nice card, helps the Leon SBC part out. That's all we're really mostly focusing on, and we get Tigres for Liga MX SBC, and Rika, I think that is the guy's name, might be wrong, then Lux, Mbengu and Bridcut, so just enough transfer space spare. I'll tidy up the whole transfer list after all of this and see where we are after that. But Team of the Week player, what do we get? Let me know in the comments down below what you get. You don't get a walkout. Big flare, but that counts for nothing. Ah, come on, we get Toloi. Ah well, last week we got DOS, this week we get Toloi, so it's kind of swings and roundabouts. But end of the day, it's an inform, and that's all that matters. Let me know in the comments down below what you got in your Team of the Week pack if you did the Marquee Matchups. Remember to smash the like, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, GZLegend, and I'll catch you all.